There is an unspoken rule in the Swiftie universe. Music isn't just something you listen to, it's the soundtrack to your life. We mark our heartbreaks by Red, our reinventions by 1989, our cozy introspective seasons by Folklore, and our triumphs by Fearless. Taylor Swift's discography is a living, breathing timeline of our growth. So when lifelong Swiftie Kristen welcomed her baby girl into the world on August 1st, just as the fandom was buzzing with the announcement of Taylor's 12th studio album, the cosmos aligned in the most perfect, poetic way. August slipped away into a moment in time, but Kristen wasn't about to let those fleeting newborn months fade without a celebration. She hatched a plan that was part artistic project, part motherly love letter, and 100% Swiftie brilliance. For her daughter's first 12 months on Earth, she would recreate a different Taylor Swift era to celebrate each monthly milestone. The result? A breathtaking 12-month visual album that captured not just her baby's growth but the timeless magic of growing up with Taylor Swift. Recreating 12 distinct aesthetic eras while caring for a newborn is no small feat, but Kristen brought every album to life with stunning creativity, incredible thriftiness, and pure heart. Born on August 1st, the journey began in sweet, simple country style. For month 1, baby was swaddled in soft mint greens and floral blues, complete with a tiny pair of brown cowboy boots that were far too big for her miniature feet. With a tiny acoustic guitar prop resting beside her card, month 1 was all about humble beginnings. Listening to A Place in This World while cuddling a 4-week-old baby carries a whole new weight, because watching a brand new human enter the world is the sweetest debut of all. By month 2, the golden era officially arrived. Kristen styled the shoot around warm yellow hues, shimmering fringe, and hand-drawn 13 glitter stars. Baby was starting to flash her very first social smiles, making the Fearless concept even more fitting. Dressed in a tiny gold dress that sparkled under the camera lights, she looked ready to dance in a storm in her best dress. It was a gentle reminder to approach motherhood with courage, magic, and a whole lot of heart. If you ask any Swiftie mum which song breaks them down into tears faster than anything else, 9 times out of 10, the answer is Never Grow Up. For month 3, Kristen turned the nursery into a lavender dreamscape filled with miles of purple tulle and fairy lights. Dressed like a tiny fairy tale princess, the baby slept soundly amidst the purple swirls. It was a poignant tribute to the era where dragons were fought, and fairy tales felt real. A gentle plea from a mother's heart for time to just slow down. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Just stay this little. As autumn rolled in, month 4 embraced the bold, cozy, and emotional aesthetic of Red. Kristen lined the photo backdrop with faux autumn leaves, miniature heart-shaped sunglasses, and of course, a tiny red knitted scarf. With baby now rolling over and grasping at everything, her expression in the oversized red sunglasses was pure attitude. It perfectly captured the chaotic, beautiful, vivid colors of 4 months in, where sleep deprivation meets unbridled, soul-filling joy. By 5 months, baby was finding her voice, babbling away, and sitting up with a little support. Naturally, it was time for 1989. Kristen brought out sky blue tones, a miniature seagull print sweater, and arranged Polaroid photos of the baby's first 5 months on a clothesline behind her. The shoot felt bright, energetic, and full of big city optimism. Welcome to New York played in the background as baby giggled at the camera, officially entering her cool kid pop era. Halfway to 1. To celebrate 6 months, Kristen pulled out all the stops for the iconic Reputation aesthetic. Dressed in a tiny dark velvet onesie with plush green snake toys surrounding her milestone board, baby brought the sass. Kristen added a sign that cheekily read, "Look what you made me do. I sat up." Beneath the dark, moody aesthetics, however, Reputation is ultimately an album about finding real love amidst noise, making it a beautiful parallel for the fierce protective bond between mother and child. Month 7 was an explosion of pinks, light blues, and cloud-like fluffy cotton. Kristen painted a subtle, baby-safe glitter heart over one of her daughter's eyes, recreating the iconic album cover. By 7 months, the nursery was overflowing with laughter and deep connection. The theme was all about daylight and finding the sweetest, brightest kind of love. It was a pastel tribute to the purest love story a person can experience, watching your own child blossom. When month 8 arrived, it hit right around the baby's actual birth month milestone, bringing things full circle to August. Kristen took the shoot outdoors into a quiet, mossy park, surrounded by tall trees. Baby wore an adorable chunky knit cardigan, resting on a lace blanket amidst autumn leaves and antique books. The imagery felt grounded, poetic, and serene. It reflected the quiet, everyday storytelling of motherhood, the hush of bedtime stories, rockings in the dark, and whispering sweet nothings. Complementing its sister album, Month 9 was dedicated to Evermore. Dressed in a tiny brown plaid coat, with her hair brushed into tiny wisps, Baby looked like she stepped straight off a rustic trail. At 9 months, Baby was crawling fast, exploring every corner, and leaving a trail of happy destruction behind her. Kristen captured her mid-giggle, holding a tiny wooden guitar. The sentiment was clear: life with a 9-month-old might be wild, but long story short, I survived, and enjoyed every single minute. Month 10 stepped into the world of late nights and early mornings, something every parent knows far too well. The midnight setup featured deep navy fabrics, clock faces set to 12 o'clock, and shimmering star cutouts. Baby, now pulling herself up to stand, reached toward the stars hanging above her. It was a tribute to all the 2 a.m. feedings, the midnight rocking sessions, and the realization that you're on your own, kid. Doesn't feel scary when you have a mother holding your hand every step of the way. As the final stretch approached, month 11 tapped into the dark academia, beige and black elegance of the tortured poets department. Kristen arranged vintage manuscripts, tiny round spectacles, and an antique typewriter prop. Baby looked like the world's smallest, most sophisticated author, happily mashing the keys of the typewriter. She was, quite literally, writing the final chapters of her babyhood before stepping into toddlerhood. On August 1st, the full circle moment arrived. 1-year-old, 12 eras complete. For the ultimate milestone, Kristen created a custom birthday concept blending elements from all previous 11 eras into one grand, shimmering celebration. A backdrop featured a massive clock pointing to 1, a tiny microphone, and a cake adorned with the words, "First album complete." Baby took her first tentative wobbly steps right toward her smash cake, officially closing her newborn chapter and launching into her toddler era. When Kristen shared this labor of love with the online community, it didn't just get views, it captured hearts worldwide. Why? Because Swifties understand the power of nostalgia better than almost anyone. Taylor Swift's music has always been about anchoring time. We remember where we were when we first heard Love Story, who we were with during the Eras tour, and how we felt singing along to Long Live. By linking her daughter's physical growth to these musical eras, Kristen did something truly extraordinary. She created a tactile memory capsule that bridges generation gaps. She proved that motherhood doesn't mean giving up your passions, it means finding creative ways to share them with your children. She created a legacy piece that her daughter will look back on when she's 13, 22, or 30, knowing just how deeply and creatively she was celebrated from day one. Motherhood, much like a concert, passes by in a flash of bright lights, soaring emotions, and fleeting moments. One day you are holding a tiny newborn listening to country twang in a nursery, and what feels like 5 minutes later, you're blowing out a candle on a first birthday cake. Kristen's 12-era milestone project is a gentle, beautiful reminder to all parents to capture the magic while it's here. It reminds us to freeze the moment, take the pictures, make the art, and sing the songs. Because at the end of the day, as Taylor herself put it best, hold on to the memories, they will hold on to you. Huge shout out to Kristen Stallones for reminding us all of the creative, boundless magic of motherhood, and for giving us the ultimate baby milestone inspiration.